gonna make myself a bit of a meal, and I figured for some time of this cooking, how about I do a video? And how about I make myself some tea as well? After all, I have a bit of a headache. I'm doing a lot of work today. I'm doing a lot of repairing. Exactly 8 seconds or thereabouts. And I have some tea. Hopefully the little bit of caffeine and the warm drink might help me. So today was a rainy day and I decided to just stay home and fiddle with some things. And then I took a nap and then I went out and I worked pretty hard. But I worked in the hard kind of way that it kind of turns your brain to mush, because I've been experimenting with LCD repair, and messing with speakers, and a lot of things that I found in the trash, and trying to get them working. And then I also have some Denon audio units, because I've decided that it's probably good if I keep my skills ever evolving, but if maybe I restore 3, 4, 5 things a week maybe. And whenever somebody restores something, when somebody fixes a TV or somebody fixes a fondue pot, well, that's almost like you're a factory for one moment and you make one unit because it's something saved from the trash. But boy, I gotta tell you, I went a little bit too far with that TV, because all the little lenses had popped off. I said this in a previous video, and one of the viewers commented that that was pretty common. Well, I glued them back on, and then I made a new power cord, because the person that trashed the TV cut the cord. It really bugs me. And well, I didn't really check the LEDs, so some of the LEDs were burnt out. So I got my hot air station out, took the LEDs off. I was able to actually get one of the LEDs to work again just by heating it up really hot. And then the other ones, I noticed the only spot I really noticed it being dimmer was where 4 LEDs were bad in a row. So I mixed and matched a few, and I actually transferred them. And if I didn't solder them right, it would lose the whole row. But I actually was able to swap LEDs. Kind of burned the board a little bit, but yeah. A little bit tired of that. Now I'm back to what I was working on this morning, which is I have a Thinkpad 755 CS that I've been toying around with. And this thing, I don't know if it's going to be a video anytime soon, because, well, whenever the hard drive is plugged in, it doesn't read the floppy drive. Now, it can boot from the floppy drive when the hard drive is not plugged in, but there's some conflict, some hardware conflict. And I've gone through Windows, and I've been filming every step of the way for months now. This thing just goes back underneath the couch whenever I reach into my patients. And I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have to get a different hard drive to experiment with, or I just finally reached the point now where I was contemplating, what if I was just to put Windows 3.1 or IBM OS 2 on it? OS 2 is kind of an interesting choice. I don't really know what I could do with it, but conceivably I could do whatever I could do with OS 2 with 3.1. IBM OS 2 might be a pretty good fit. Oh, and I believe the screen's been going. Here's some notes that came with it. I believe this was purchased from a resale store in like a micro warehouse in like 2000 or so. So it has Windows 95 on it. Experimenting and going through the device manager, I found that it had a CD-ROM drive installed. So that must be like a parallel port CD-ROM drive that the computer store used to install Windows on this. So it makes me think maybe this thing doesn't have some of the original, like the right drivers or something on it. Also, how the screen changes like that, I feel like that might be bad capacitors. So maybe I should go through and change some of the surface mount components. I've also been cleaning the hard drive. I bought this Memorex computer cleaning system. Now I originally got this from my Sony Mavica camera. And oh, and also for those not in the know, on my main channel I do solar videos, and so this is actually powering our living room. It's a big battery. Sometimes when the computer is really thinking, the whole screen will flicker and flash. So I feel like that might be some failing components. Windows 95 is just a little bit too slow, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Now I can't actually test it because, well, I can't read anything from the floppy disk. Oh, it still has. Okay, that's a pretty good one. So I'd like to know what you guys think. Windows 3.1 or OS 2? What? Oh my gosh. It's actually worked all of a sudden. Did changing the IRQs fix this? Because I deleted the CD-ROM. Wow. That happened on video. Okay, let's see. Can I load a JPEG? Amazing. Oh, this is amazing. It's finally working. So this morning I went through and I just changed a whole bunch of settings. I set the preset or preferences for the floppy drive to automatic. I deleted the CD-ROM drive. I did some stuff in the BIOS. Huh, interesting. Now what do I use to read a JPEG? Is there MS Paint? There's Paintbrush. Look at that. This might only run with bitmaps, to be honest. Oh, interesting. Okay, so... Well then, let's do this live. I still have this plugged in, at least I should. I had something I had planned to be the... yeah, let's format this just because I've probably done things to it. Takes a while. Takes a real while. Doesn't sound very healthy. Okay. This one may have chooched its last. Well then, let's take this and just move this over. And then oh, and now we have the tea being ready. Well, this was an easy 10 minutes. And that's done. Okay. Wow, some developments. So I must have done something. I just want to open this. It's taking so long. This is what I've been trying to put on here for a long time. Will it read a second time? Oh, it did. Oh my gosh, yes. What's the name of it? Okay, sure. It's not showing up. What? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, okay, then let's go to C. Windows. Yeah, it's not loading. Wait, why can't it load a 640 by 480 bitmap? Is it only because it has 8 megabytes? Oh, interesting. Can't display the wallpaper. Well, the floppy drive works. Maybe OS2 would be best. And I wasn't going to keep it with a full screen wallpaper because that's a lot of RAM usage. But I just wanted to try it. That's one idea. Now that the floppy drive has decided to work, that is so interesting. That it decided to work all of a sudden. I personally like the little 16 by 16 textures that they tend to use, like the one that I have. So yeah, I guess I'll get my meal and my tea, and now I'm going to think about why did that start working now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya.